Hi everyone. So before we continue, I just wanted to check on everyone to know that we're following. All right. So what do we think about data storytelling? What do we think about data storytelling? Faith? Faith, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what do you think about data storytelling from what I've said? Okay. No feedback. Like, what do you think the value of data storytelling would be? Okay, Olamide.
Okay. Uh, I think uh, storytelling is is good, and it's 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 kind of a way or measurements to be able uh, to discuss or to talk about what is happening in our environment. If I'm right,
Yeah. But
and
in
also
this
like
case,
okay,
our environment will be our data, right?
our data, yes, our data sets, like providing insights from uh, from data that was gathered.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yes,
So
like I want to say,
yeah,
like recently I have a colleague that I think they are still on the project because
okay,
I do data collection a lot for
okay.
organizations. So
Wow.
they are doing a project in Ogun State about storytelling. So they are presently positioned in a community, just like participative
Action observation.
observation. Yes. So for whatever it is they observe, they they tell the story back to clients like that. Yes.
All right,
So
thank
I think
you.
it's good.
Yeah, thank you. And this other place, okay, let's have you. Ada,
Okay, good morning. Please can you hear me?
yeah, good morning. Yes.
Okay, so to me, data storytelling has to do with converting your data into a sort of pictorial um, evidence of interpreting your data into pictures, videos, in order for you to give a realistic or narrative explanation to either your clients or your stakeholders or your donors of the data that's collected. And it's quite more interesting because some people might not really understand numbers, especially when it has to do with digits and everything. But by the time you put it into a storytelling, it's quite interesting because it just tends to see the reality of the data they collected, how it has affected people or how it has impacted people, and so on. So it actually gives a clear narrative of what the project was about and how the project came about and everything about the project though it just gives and you can able to even give insights, recommendations using that storytelling that you use in collect or presenting our data. Thank you.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah. Thank you very much, Olamide, also. Like, you guys gave like wonderful feedbacks. So, when I think about storytelling, there's this part that I actually always think about, and it's not actually related to storytelling, it's actually related to advertisements. So, I am a very good believer of storytelling, and I love when people put their craft into like good use. Like I'm always like very, 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 very like happy. So we recall good stories. Uh, I just want everyone to put it on the chat. Do we recall the Indomie adverts? Baba do good, oh, you do good. Mama we good to us. If you remember that advert, kindly drop something on the group. Okay. All right. Oh wow. People are saying yes. Okay. Oh, only two people. All right. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay. So the one thing that would make you always remember those adverts is like they touch something. They touch something. Who remembers these adverts? My friend Udeme is a great man. Who remembers that? Who knows that advert? Guinness. Who knows that advert? Guinness. Wow. Nobody. So what I'm just trying to say is, so one thing that is common to all of these things that I've mentioned is like good stories. So people are always enthralled by good stories. And data is boring, numbers are boring. If you are able to convert those numbers to like what people can relate with, then wow, you are going to be like very, 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 very valuable. Like very valuable, very, very valuable. So it's very important to learn that skill and be able to edge over many other analysts. And that's why we are going to be learning, or that's why we are going to be making use of that skill all through this work of our us in this our small program. So, like I was explaining, the framework, the pyramid framework is like this. So the pyramid framework is this, but I have added an inverted pyramid to it. That's what I do. So at this top is your question. At this bottom is your insights. And every other layers that come afterwards are just processes. So let's assume that, so I'm going to take an example. I want to take an example of how we can move across this pyramid. So now, I want to ask us a question. Do we think that women that lost their child would take the healthcare of the other children that are alive? Would they take them seriously? What do you think? I'm opening that up as a discussion. What do we think? For women that lost their children to probably different kind of disease or anything, do you think they will take the health care of subsequent children seriously? Yeah. Who wants to unmute and talk? Should I call names? Okay. Malani. What's your view?
Okay, yes, I think they would because they've passed through the they've passed through living and losing a child, sorry, so they will take the healthcare of other children seriously.
Okay, thank you very much. Mary, what do you think? Mary Salami, what do you think? All right, so Favor, what do you think? Barakini Favor.
Good morning, sir. I think I agree with that. I think they would.
Okay.
They've experienced it before, so yeah, I think they'll take it more seriously. They know the pain.
All right, they have lived through the pain.
Yes.
But what if you see an insight? You see an insight, or no, let me say an insight. You just see something pops up on your timeline or on LinkedIn or on a website and says, women, let me use this. Let me use this. Very baffling. Women who experienced child death or who are tense, not health care, living children, see. What happens when you see this headline? Ada, so if you see this headline, what happens? Based on what Favor had said and what Malani had said, what would this give you?
To me, I feel that it will give it will give a lot of information because some people can be traumatized by the event, and because of their trauma, they tend to forget about the health of their other children because they've not still recovered from that trauma. So you don't everybody lives in different ways. So you don't expect a woman because of she lost one child to start spending for the health care of others. And the woman healed from that grief. So there are so many stories that we need to find out in this story. That's what determines why she does not really care about the mental health of her other children. My opinion, though.
All right, thank you very much. You've actually hit the crux of the matter, right? So one thing that this tells us immediately is that it probes many things in our mind. It probes whatever it is that we assume to be true. And that's what a good data storytelling does. Go straight to the point and picks our interests. So let's let's take another example. Let's take another bad example. Let's assume that I start to write 60% women child teen, 70% the 5% of children. So certified healthcare practitioner. Now, which of between this one that is here and all of this information that I have here, which one will pique your interest faster? And someone on me can like tell us which one would pique your interest faster? Can someone please unmute and
Sorry, please, can you see the
I
third
think
one now? Because I can't really read the one under the 60%. The red is covering the right there.
I don't think I got what you said.
Okay, the one under, I think that has to do with health practitioner. I can't really see the writing because of the background is on.
Okay, now I get it. They are doing, let me type it here. So, since at 75%, we believe should be to certain. Yeah. So my question then is between this that contains all of this percentage, and this one that is here, which one will pique your interest faster? Can someone please unmute?
Okay. To me,
Okay, Shakra.
to me, I would go with the 70% of women don't give their children any kind of vaccine. And the
Okay,
reason being that majority of people, yes, even presently in this, you know that we have the local area and the urban area. So in this present area, some people believe that giving their child vaccine can, due to belief, church beliefs or any other belief or what they experienced or what maybe someone told them that okay, maybe when I gave my baby this type of vaccine, my baby was having this particular maybe boil after the vaccine. But the issue there is that if the child having any underlying maybe illness before taking the vaccine, so probably that might have prompt out the rashes that comes out after the vaccine, not the vaccine that caused the rashes. So my own opinion there is that the women in that category can be sensitized on the benefits of that particular vaccine. So hopefully, if they are educated and they are sensitized that okay, this vaccine is, for example, polio, to prevent a particular illness, a particular disease for the child future. So I think that would be to enlighten the women in that category to go for the vaccine, at least convince them to go for the vaccine.
Okay. So that's beautiful. You're very correct. Yeah, you really touched base on the crux of misinformation in the healthcare space. And I think for the past 2 weeks, there has been some like heated debates. I don't know if I am a very strong fan of X, formerly Twitter, and there's been like a very heated debate around vaccines for the past 1 week or 2 weeks now, and it's been very, very interesting. And I love the way you have hinted at it. However, I want you to, so the major thing I wanted to see is not even the 70%, right? Not even the 70% only. I wanted to know if you have, like, if you were given this three information, 70% of women don't give their children any kind of vaccine, 60% of women don't give their children malaria vaccine. 75% of women don't take their children to a certified healthcare professional when they have diarrhea. When you have these three information, and when you add this one information that is here, let me change the color. I think I like, yeah. So this one that has pink and green around it. If you are given this one that has blue around it and one dark red color like that, if you're given these three pieces of information and you're given just one information, which one will pique your interest? Which one will you like react to like rapidly or more rapidly between the two? Which one?
Okay,
The one of child death, sir.
The one?
Of child death.
Okay, the one in green.
Yes, sir.
Why? Why?
Because they won't want to lose any more children. They won't want to lose more children.
Okay, but this one also has things about not losing children.
The one on green. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the one on blue also has things that if someone does not take their children to an healthcare program, the person might lose their children, right?
Yes, sir.
But why is this one now like? Why do you think this one will pique your interest than this? That has 75%, 60%, 70%. Why am I trying to? Okay, Ada.
so to me, the one on green will be more baffling because the other three ones still lead to child death, and the one on green is holistic. So the one on green, you can be able to break down what actually leads to um, um, different kind of child death. Is it malaria? Is it because they don't take vaccines? Is it because of diarrhea? So the one on green is it can actually give us the figure of the remaining things. You can break it down by the time you do your story, find your data collection, findings, get index from primary sources on why the child gets actually occurred generally. So I think we're going to agree.
Yeah, thank you. We have all given beautiful points, and thank you very much. The major thing I'm trying to pull out here is that I'm coming. I'm trying to do something, and I don't think I'm getting what I want. This is what I want to do. Okay. Oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay. Now, no, that's not what I want to do. So what I'm just trying to pinpoint here is that this and this, so this was actually gotten from this. But if you give people this, all these 60%, 70%, you will easily lose them. But if you give them this, it helps them. So in their brain, they already have that small space for your information. The curiosity then wants to help them know, oh, why? Then that why, they're already in a space where you can give them this 70%, 60%, and 75%. And I like how you put it that we now want to know, oh, what is causing the child deaths? Then, oh, they are not giving their children vaccine. Oh, they're not giving them malaria vaccine. Oh, when they have diarrhea, they don't take them to certified HPV, they take them to all these Agbomola and the likes. So this gives them, like, prepares their mind for the information you want to give them. So that's why this is very, very important. This part is very important. Whatever the gamut of information you have to be able to like declutter to the simple story. Then when you give people the simple story, then they want to learn more, then they come here. And that's the whole essence of when you start watching a video, a movie, and they give you prologue, and the prologue is captivating. You want to continue watching. That's the whole essence of prologue. That's the whole essence of like beautiful first scene. So when the first scene is like captivating, it enthralls you. You are, motivated to continue the movie, and that's what we are trying to bring into the customer. And like I said, we are going to do a lot of this as we move on. Does anyone ask any question? Any question? Any question? All right, so we are close to finishing, and this is just how you present to the people. They can see we have different. So, is this interesting? Is this interesting? Is this interesting? Is this interesting? From here, we have three people. Three people. People are already chatting. You can see this one's already typing and sending something to someone. This one's already thinking about butterflies. This one self is already sleeping and snoozing because they are all asking what you are presenting. Is it beautiful or interesting? Just like you are asking that question of my lecture now. So it's very important as data analyst to be able to say your story. Just be able to say your story. Like very, very important. Very, very important. Very, 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 very. And what we want to have is people leaving your readings or your presentation like this. So that's what we want, where people are able to pick something. And like I said before, you want to be able to have your analysis like this and able to bring out this beautiful macho man. So that's the end of my lecture for today. So before we move on, is there anybody having issues with installing their software? I want to attend to that before we start our major class from next week. Our major classes start from next week. So the videos will be out between Monday and Tuesday. Then we can watch the video between Tuesday until Friday. Then on Saturday, we start our discussions in the class. So does anyone has any question on the software packages, the programming languages? So we have, for this training program, we have to have Excel, have to have Microsoft, Excel, SPSS, Power BI, R package. So, any question? Any question?
I think the issue that I had was the SPSS, and I don't know if it was Faida or someone that helped us drop the app on the APK on the group. So I've been able to install it this morning. Thanks to I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
It was really helpful.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, as you said. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. All right. So thank you very much, everybody. So next week we are all going to have our PC on and our cameras on. Please, PC on and our cameras on. So I want to give us this in time so that we'll be very much prepared, so that it's not, meet us unprepared. So let me just give us back our 15 minutes. So next week we'll have our class. So like I said, watch out for the video. Monday or Tuesday, start watching the videos. Then by Saturday next week, we have our discussions, our practice sessions. Then we continue to move on. Thank you, everybody. And yeah,
you.
great.
Bye.
And, yeah,
Bye.
bye.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Bye,
Yeah.
everyone. So.